What's up, Internet? Chris Mechanic here from Web Mechanics alongside my main man, Shlomo Trachtenberg. Today we're going to talk about a really hot topic, the customer journey. If you go to any of these marketing conferences, you hear everybody talking about it. There's actually conferences probably all about the customer journey, and for good reason. It's an important thing to focus on, and a lot of times when talking about it, people talk about it in terms of mapping it or creating a customer journey map. So Shlomo was just sharing with me kind of an interesting technique that he's got for creating these, which is different from how people will traditionally create them, where they're using kind of their gut and their intuition, and they're saying, hey, users ought to visit the homepage first, and then they ought to visit one of the product pages, and then they ought to, click for a free demo, and then they ought to sign up.
Yeah, I find so often that these people will dictate to the customer what your journey is. They'll be like, okay, the way people buy from my website or the way people go through my website is they come to the homepage and then they go to this page and they go to that page. When the reality is that's not necessarily the truth. So what I like to do is I like to leverage the data to map out the customer journey. Now the question is, how do you do that, right? So we actually have a pretty simple hack, I guess call it a hack, that you're able to basically go into Google Analytics, take the metric that you want to get everyone, that end metric. So it could be a purchase, it could be a contact form, and create a segment in analytics of people who basically have transacted and converted.
Yep.
Then what you do is you go back to the pages, you go to behavior and page views of that segment and see what are the top pages that they're visiting. So you're obviously going to see them hit like the thank you page or whatever.
Yep.
Get rid of all like the conversion pages, like the contact, the thank you, those stuff, and then you'll see under that, that's where the gold is. We actually did that, on our own website. I did that the other day, and I showed you that Web Mechanics, our goal is getting people to fill out the contact form to basically reach out to us, say, hey, do you want to work with us?
Sure.
So I basically, when we segmented that segment out and we looked at their page views, the customer journey is actually people come to typically the homepage or a PPC management page, and then what they'll do is that before converting, they'll always look at the team page, and they'll look at the About Us page.
Right.
So that's your customer journey right there. It's basically like from awareness, I know that Web Mechanics exists, the homepage. I want to know what they do. I want to look at their service pages. But then they want to. What's interesting is that there's this another level in that customer journey where they want to know, like, who are you and who am I working with? So being able to do that really gives you that idea of what's the content that people want to see and how they go about converting. And then what you can do is just take that and repurpose it into the customer journey. So not only on the website, but in your email marketing, you could be pushing out to people, hey, check out our team. You could be remarketing and talking about Web Mechanics as a company. I'm sure, talking about reviews.
Yep.
So leveraging data to basically map out the customer journey will actually give you real insight that's actionable and that's actually going to make a difference.
Yep. So as opposed to just guessing what the customer journey is, because in reality there is no one set customer journey. Different customers are different.
Yeah, you're looking for
the reality is it's all over the place. But what I'm hearing is that do your best to guess, best estimate, but then look at analytics. Say, analytics, show me everybody who's filled out this contact form or who's made a purchase, and what are those pages that they have in common? Because I wouldn't have guessed that team. I mean, it makes sense now, but I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah,
that.
you probably would. Yeah, we usually probably think some other key pages.
So data-driven customer journey mapping, folks. Heard it here first. Thank you. I like that.
All right, cool.
That's good.